Claus with Bowser Hobby.
Welcome, everybody. It's the 2025 edition of Pat and Ken at the Holidays, where we look at various holiday TV and movies. I'm Patrick McDonald, the Über critic of Chicago.
Oh, by gosh, by golly, it's time for mistletoe and holly and Pat and Ken at the Holidays. I'm Ken Candela, the movie wag.
Well, there's certainly a missile gap. Ken, you found this one, so you introduce it.
It's a movie that was made in 1991. It was made for TV, and it's based on a true story titled, Yes, Virginia, There is a Santa Claus. It stars Edward Asner, playing kind of like the Lou Grant parts.
Yeah, it was really odd.
Yeah, you know, Charles Bronson is in it, which was a real break for him.
Charles Bronson.
As I was watching it, he plays a very kind of
very low key
character.
Edward P. Mitchell is looking for me? He's always looking for me lately.
He's also looking for that article.
What article? Oh, that article.
Does he have 5 lines in the entire picture?
He really did not have a lot of dialogue, you know. And Richard Thomas, who used to play John Boy on The Waltons.
Good night, John Boy.
Is there a Santa Claus?
Oh, Virginia, what makes you ask a question like that?
So it's a period piece. I would say it takes place about the late 1800s.
Yeah, it's 1897 to be exact.
Okay.
I looked it up.
And and it's really kind of two stories in one. On one hand, you have the Charles Bronson character, who's pretty much a renowned columnist or writer,
one of the great
for the
newspaper
Daily
writers
Sun.
of New York. Yeah,
right. He's grieving his wife and his young child. I think in childbirth, both die.
Yeah, awesome.
And he's a mess. The other storyline involves Richard Thomas, who's an Irish immigrant,
right.
Living in a rundown tenement, loses his job, and it's coming up on Christmas, and he's desperate. He'll take anything,
which is an old trope in Christmas movies that somebody loses their job. And a Christmas miracle has to happen.
Exactly. He has a cute little daughter, Virginia.
Virginia O'Hanlon, touch the ground. Virginia O'Hanlon, show your shoes.
Virginia, why'd you stop? I've got a rock or something in my shoe. Maybe Santa Claus will bring a new pair of shoes for Christmas, Virginia. These are just fine.
His daughter's a sweet, whoever the actress was, she's a sweet little actress.
Yeah, and she's still working today, Ken.
Is she really?
Extraordinary. Yeah, I looked her up. She actually did a Christmas horror film called It's a Wonderful Knife. Okay. I kid you not, Ken.
So she's at school, and her classmates, kind of look down upon her a little bit, and basically start to tell her there is no such thing as Santa Claus. And she's obviously aghast. What do you mean?
So she becomes the letter writer, basically.
Exactly.
Maybe Santa will bring a pot of gold from Maria Dinelli.
Oh, pooh. Besides, everyone knows there's no such thing as Santa Claus. That's not true. Virginia's right.
Oh, how would you know? Have you ever seen him? What's he look like, Virginia?
Is there a Santa Claus? And just so that in very, childlike writing. And,
Lou Grant makes the assignment.
And he decides he's going to give this to his best writer, who happens to be Charles Bronson.
Is this your idea of a joke?
Oh, it's my idea of an assignment.
I write editorials, remember? That's what I get paid for.
This is going to be an editorial.
Yeah.
And he gets down, he writes the letter to the little girl, in a beautiful, and they actually, a lot of newspapers, I think, reprint this.
Oh, gosh, it's one of the most reprinted Christmas offerings in history.
Yes, Virginia, there is a Santa Claus. He exists as certainly as love and generosity and devotion exist, and you know that they abound and give to your life its highest beauty and joy.
It's printed, and there's her answer. And when he's reading it to her face she just begins to glow.
Let's talk about this scene, because everybody in the teleplay walks in at that point. Even the guy that beat him up with a big hook on they are all listening in to John Boy reading the letter. And it was thank God they didn't have locks on those tenements, Ken.
No poetry, no romance to make tolerable this existence. We should have no enjoyment except in sense and sight. The external light with which childhood fills the world would be extinguished. But even if they do not see Santa Claus coming down, what would that prove? Nobody sees Santa Claus. The most real things in the world are those that neither children nor man can see.
The movie itself was really well done, I thought. I mean, the actors were all really good.
I've got no snark on this one, except it had that TV movie stiffness.
Bronson, I don't know. What did you think of his casting? I mean, he played it pretty low key, but was it up too low key in your opinion?
Well, I mean, did he play against type? He completely shut off. Now, interestingly enough, his wife Jill Ireland had died previous to making this film, so they thought some of his actual grief was being manifested in this movie. And if you watch it, it's a distinct possibility. Yeah. So anyway.
So, but playing against type, you got to admit, the few times when he's confronted by some people, you're just expecting him to pull out the
big long
the handgun and just start blasting.
Well, a big theme of it is immigrants, because, John Boy plays an Irishman with a bad Irish brogue.
I thought he played it okay.
And there's a lot of references to wops. Excuse me.
Yes, I must. Being of Italian descent, I have to admit I was a bit taken back by some of that. But
I heard you started another fight again, O'Hanlon. What is it with you Irish? You're an angry lot, aren't you?
Claus was always trying to start it. This time he knocked me over. He called me a mick and a pot licker.
And they had Jewish neighbors, so it was all about America being the melting pot that it is, and we with our current debate, it was quite poignant.
Good morning, Mrs. Goldstein. What a pleasant surprise.
Good morning. I hate to ask, but could you nice people take this brisket off my hands? I always cook too much. It's a habit, I would really appreciate if you would take this and enjoy with your family.
But there was some really odd things. Remember the copy boy who always said humdinger?
What?
I said I'm gonna have a watch like that. One that's pure gold and plays a tune. Yes, sir, a real humdinger.
Was that a code for something? Where he's gonna get oral favors? A real humdinger? You know what I'm saying?
But, and then, her father gets a job also at the end. He finally gets a job offer.
As a cop.
As a cop.
As a slave
And
chaser.
I thought, and a week later, he was shot dead.
One of New York's finest. They said, and I'm quoting here, they said that I displayed extreme heroism.
They had the classic burst into the newsroom scene and handing out papers. That was great. Ken, your Christmas bell rating for Yes, Virginia.
It was a feel-good movie. I'm going to give it 4 bells. Holiday bells.
Because Ken, I'm going to give it 3.5 bells.
All right. Give it that half.
I had to take off the half for the TV movie stiffness.
The schmaltz of it.
Let him eat brisket.
Yes, Virginia, there is a Santa Claus. In our next episode, we're going back to Hooterville. And it's going to be a Green Acres Christmas next on Pat and Ken at the Holidays.
Hotcakes.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Yes, sir, a real humdinger.